Heavenly Father, I want to tell you thank you for another day. I tell you thank you for the discussion that we are about to have. May we learn something from today's discussion that will help us in our current relationship or relationship to come. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh, excuse me. Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome everybody to the chat. So we having for those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Catherine. On here we talk relationship, we talk life. So today pretty much is gonna be an open discussion on this. At least I wanna be here for another. I might change the life later, but I'm trying to be on live for at least an hour today. So I might have to turn it off and come back, but that's the goal for today. I am doing great. Today's my day off finally. Yeah, I've been really busy. That's why I really haven't been able to go live. I went live. When was it? Was it yesterday? Or day before yesterday for a short period of time. But how's everybody in the chat doing today? So we have an open discussion. What you want to talk about first? Anything you want to talk about first? You are a strong lady. How you know I'm strong? How do you know I'm not strong? I'm not a late. I'm just kidding. Uh, yeah, I try. I try my best. But those 4 to 12 o'clock shift drive me crazy. Um, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So what current events going on about relationship or life you want to talk about? Or what you want to talk, what you guys have interest in talking about today? It's an open discussion. Or I can search some stuff out, but you tell me, give me some ideas so I can be here longer today. Cause like I don't just like to be on live if I don't have anything to talk about. Um, Sharon, welcome to the live. Anything in particular you want to talk about? I can search some stuff out. Let me see. Current events on relationship topic. Hold on. Um, Low add chat. Sometimes I'll be asking. Sometimes I go over there. Low X. Low add chat. What the heck? Alright, let's see. Race additional. Okay, these are the optional girls. Rise of additional dating and visual. No, I don't like that one. Focus on mental health and emotional well-being. We have already discussed that before on here. Changing perspective on marriage and long-term communication. That's a good one. So I was asking chat to give us some options and nobody have any ideas. Chat said changing perspective on marriage and long-term commitment. Everybody here in everybody here want to get married or are already married or want to be in a long-term relationship? Comment down below. I'll go first. Me at this point, I've been there already for a long time. I was married for about over 15 years. So knowing what I know now, I'm not in a rush to get married, except the right person come along and something like that. But being in a marriage for so long and knowing the ins and outs and what it takes to be there, um, both parties have to be willing to do the work to make it last. At some point of the relationship will not always stay the same. At first, you guys will have fun and similar ideas or similar goals or expectation. You guys are happy, but along the way, somebody gonna start to change their mind about the relationship or about life as a whole. Maybe they might want something different in the relationship. So, based on my experience and my observation, at this point, like I said, I was married for over 15 years, 16, something like that. Oh, but I will, with him for more than that. So, knowing what I know now, me personally, I I'm not against getting married, but it just have to be the right person. I'm not just willing to settle just for the sake of it, if that makes sense. Um, that also go as well with being a long-term relationship or in making a long-term commitment. It have to make sense to me. It have to make sense to me, and it have to serve my purpose. And it don't have to be 100% of what I'm looking for, but um, it have to be close to that. And the other person, that person have to be willing to work on their flaws. And I'll do the same thing as well. Whatever I expect from you, I'm also willing to do that as well. So yeah. These days, people kind of play with marriage and being a long commitment, should I say. I don't know. Sometimes they just want to be there just for the sake of it. But um, if you're going to make that commitment, walk by it, do the right thing. Don't just be in there for the halfway. Because I have seen a lot of people or have a conversation with a lot of people who just want to stay with a partner, but also they want to see somebody else. So um, this is my thing. You can't play with people's emotion. If you don't want to be there 100%, I think you should just stay single. Especially when the other party have invested a time and they think they want to be with you, or they want to be with you but you don't want to be there 100%. I think you should just be an adult about it and just express your genuine intention. I know some people might say, "Oh well, if I tell the person my intention, would it stay?" But maybe this, this life we live in now, there are so many people who want similar things that you want. So some people don't want commitment, but other people want commitment. So I think we should just be honest with someone that we're trying to entertain, that want to be with, what you truly looking for. In that way, it gives the other person the opportunity to express if they feel the same way. Show the earring, please. Oh, this earring, I got this earring from DFHW, and this is one of my favorite. I had a similar earring like this, but it was a heart, and I lost the other one. I'm always losing earrings. So show that. So what you think? What are is everybody in the chat? Well, we have two people in the chat right now. Is everybody in a relationship or married or looking for a long commitment? Comment down below, please. Anybody? All right, so we can move to the next one. And also to touch on a little bit of what I just said. Um, I don't know if guys, I would say, yeah, I don't know if they think about the consequence that might happen to their relationship if they was to get caught cheating. I don't know if they do care, but I noticed sometimes guys may very, some guys may very, I wouldn't say it's a mistake, like decision, Like I said, if you have if you are married, you have kids, and according to you, your wife love you and all that good stuff, right? But you're willing to commit to her and also see somebody else. But if she get a no, don't you think she gonna leave you? I don't know. Just think about it. If what you think. Will you want to put her in that situation? Even though she might not know that it's going on, but in case she knows, what next? What what are you talking about? I don't give people my number. Um so sometimes we have to be mindful of other people when we are in a committed relationship, what it might do to the other party. Like I said, just be earnest with it. If I know sometimes you're in a long-term relationship, at some point you don't want to be with a person, but just be earnest with it and don't have them thinking that you still want to be with them but you see somebody else. um you also gonna mess your family up. Like they'll say, if you have kids and your partner get a no, then now you guys have separated, or you guys gonna separate, and the kids have to be back and forth. Sometimes you do have, you have to also think about the effect on the kids and stuff like that. So before we make these decisions, just think about it for a little bit. what effect will it have on your kids or your marriage as well. I know sometimes some guys feel like, oh, I don't think my wife gonna leave me. I would just tell her I'm sorry, it was a mistake, and she's gonna take me back. But not everybody gonna deal with that. Um, I know at some point maybe your partner might know that maybe something is not just right. They feel like, oh, I think he's doing something, but it might not just know exactly what's going on. But I know sometimes some ladies know that something is not just right. Maybe their partner is cheating, but I guess they are not. I wouldn't say they are okay with it, but they feel like um, they have invested a lot of time in a relationship, so they feel like they shouldn't have to start all over. But for me personally, I feel if you put me in that situation, I'll have to make a choice. I'll have to let you go. At the end of the day, if we love the kids, we're still going to take care of the kids and on them, and just show that support for them as well. So at the end of the day, you are all adults. If you choose to make that decision, every decision comes with a consequence, and that's what you decided to do. So yeah. So go on to whoever you wanted to be with. That's just my side. So we have also talked about the impact of social media, the impact that social media have on relationship. Um, I always say if you in a relationship, not everything about what going on in your relationship should be on social media. There should be certain things that should be kept private. You can't put all your business out there and don't want people to be in your business, if that makes sense. So whatever you don't want people to talk about or have an opinion about it or tell you what to do and stuff like that, you shouldn't put it out there. At some point we need to have privacy. So not everything that happens in your relationship you have to put on social media. You just have to set certain boundaries. That's just my own little um, opinion on that. Because if you open that door to social media that you just put everything out there, yeah, at the end of the day, they will say what they want to say because you give them that to have something to say about. Um, they had diverse relationship structures and the exclusiveness. Me personally, I wouldn't have that much to say about this one because um, I never been in that situation. So yeah, I guess you guys just have to come to a point to meet each other halfway. I guess because every culture is a little bit different. We are all raised differently, so you guys just have to at this point you'll have to come together to build something together. That's what I would say. What next? What next? They didn't really give all that my option. And I know sometimes everybody wants something for the relationship. Like I said, some people don't care when a partner is toxic in a relationship, but me personally, I just need my peace of mind. I know at some point we're going to have misunderstanding, but yeah, you don't. I'm not here to be stressed out all the time. So yeah, me personally, I some people say they want to be with somebody that is toxic, but not me. I need my peace of mind. At this point, I just need to be stress free. So, you have to be willing to work with me, and I'll do the same. So, um, what others ideas you guys have? Let's find out more. Let's go back. Um, excuse me. Hello, welcome to the chat. We are talking about, we having an open discussion about relationships. So, you are welcome to put down what you want for to discuss about. Also, I know this also come out a lot. Should man, a woman, should you go 50-50 with with your partner? Me personally, I think the man should be the head of the household, but me as a lady too, I'm also willing to um pick up the little pieces. You don't have to tell me, to do it. I personally know that, whatever I feel like need help in there, I should be able to pick up the spot. Like, if I feel like we need something in the house or something like that, I don't have to wait for you to do it before you do it. If I have the finance to do it, I should be willing to do it. Now when now looking at things as I get older, I feel sometimes going into a relationship when you don't have anything at all, it make it harder. You just depend on the other individual, so it's always a nice stuff to have your own stuff. At the end of the day, you can buy what you want. um, you won't have to depend on anybody to tell you to wait, or they will tell you how to spend how to spend it and stuff like that, or they might tell you no. Even though they know that you need it, you wouldn't have to just, they won't have to be like, tell you when you can have it or when not to have it. So it's always a nice stuff. Everybody has something going to the relationship in a way. If you need anything for yourself, you can always go and get it. Um, because I have been in some relationship before. The person definitely know what you need, but they don't care. They just feel like everything should be about them, and life don't go that way. um, um, and that's why I always say, like, when you get in a relationship, always have your own personal bank account, and your partner should have their own account, and y'all should have one account for maybe bills or whatever you guys need. Y'all should have a joint account for that, but each one of y'all should also have your separate account. Um, or the person, seeing you struggling, um, you ask them for help, and they'll be like, okay, I will do it, and they never do it. So it's always a nice stuff to go into the relationship with something. Where you wouldn't have to always depend on the person, or if the person don't have it, you don't have it. So that's just my little advice. I know life happens sometimes, things happen, but it's always a nice stuff for you to have your own stuff. Those acts. Okay, comment down below with some ideas, ways. So, any comment in the chat? Okay, so we have already discussed some ways to help your relationship last longer. If you haven't watched that video, could just go check it out. But be adaptable and willing to grow. I always say that you guys should always be open to learning. You can't always say the same. Even if you and myself together today, and we and things didn't work out, we go our separate way. If you see me next time, I'm not gonna be at the same place or the same person you used to know when you were with me. There will always be growth. I will always progress, learning something new, or um, the way I do stuff going to change. Um, yeah, we also have to learn from our mistakes, or um, always willing to learn. Let me just say that we're always willing to learn. Somebody cannot be with you and things didn't work out. When they see you, you so the same person and you haven't grown in any way. You should always be doing things to help you grow as a person. Yeah. Um, you guys should always be willing to seek professional help as needed. I know um sometimes people get together for different reasons, right? Not because they are compatible, but some people just need companionship. But you might not be compatible with your partner, but you just want to be with that person. Like I said, always seek professional help instead of taking your business to your friends, your family member. Um, you guys can seek professional help in that way you can be able to better express the situation and look for ways to help, you know, improve on whatever going on. Also have a discussion with your partner first. If you don't like certain things that is going on, don't wait until don't wait too long before you say something. If something happened, you didn't like it, bring that to your partner attention. Talk about it. Um, in a way you can solve the problem. Don't hold on to it until like it part up. So yeah. And always take accountability, for your own actions. Why, if you did something wrong, tell your partner, never be too old. You are never old to tell your partner that, sorry. So, and like I said, not everybody, I always say this in a live session, for the most part, not everybody are happy for your relationship. By you going to telling your friends or your family about your relationship, not everybody are happy with your relationship. So it's better for you to discuss that with your partner. If you cannot solve that issue, you can go to professional help instead of telling all your friends, going to your friend instead of you having that discussion with your partner. So or your family members. And sometimes too, if you just like everything that happen, you go to your friends or your family member, they will start to look at your partner a little bit different. At the end of the day, you'll go back to them, but they will never forgive that person. But every little stuff that they do, or it might not be little, but everything that they do, you go and tell them about it. Instead of talking to your partner, they will start to look at that person a little bit different. And they might not be able to forgive them. You might forgive them, but they might not be able to forgive your partner. And that can bring tension, between both parties. So just be mindful about that. And like I said, know your business shouldn't be on social media, or not every little stuff that happen in your relationship have to be on social media. I know people sometimes, these days people looking for ways to go viral and stuff like that. But me personally, I don't think I want to go viral because of negative issues or stuff like that. Except, now, I would say something if you, like, if I'm with somebody and they take my name to social media or something like that, saying stuff and just being disrespectful or stuff like that, yeah, I might go there and just say my point of view and keep it moving. But like I said, at the end of the day, if we are not together, I don't give a damn what you're doing, who you're seeing, and I ain't going to hunt you down to see what are you doing. I don't have time for that. Like the time was together. If with that problem was not solved, I ain't hunting you down. Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Are you in a relationship? What you doing? I mean, if you have all that time on your hand, take that time to do something for yourself. Um, Hello, Monica. Welcome to the live. We just having an open discussion today about relationships. So if you have anything you want to discuss, put in the comment below. Um, what next? Hmm. Let me look for some topic to talk about. You guys can pull down below what you want to talk about. While I also look for some ideas on here. I'm gonna be on live today, like I said, at least an hour. So um that's a goal for today. Usually, like if I don't have anything to talk about, I don't like to be on live and just sit there, especially when the viewers are not interacting with you. To me, it's just boring. So sometimes when it happens like that, I'll just turn the live off. But the goal for today is to stay live for at least an hour. So comment down below if everybody here is in a currently in a relationship or not. Based on that, I would like to ask a question. Yeah, today's a open discussion. At any point, you can put your comment down below. So, I also said ways to. I already know how to find. Um, I said ways to help find the right person in a relationship. Obviously, you have to know what you are looking for. Um, what are you looking for, and have realistic expectation as well. um, I know we all want to have high expectation, but also find a realistic expectation. If you're looking for the right person, find a realistic expectation. In front of the right person, you just have to know yourself and know what you are looking for, and in that way, you know when you see it, you know it is. It's not what it is or what it could be, but what it is. Um, so you have to know your values, your goals, and what you truly want in a partner. self-awareness, you recognize compatibility and avoid settling for the bare minimum. That's why I'll just say, know what you're looking for, and don't ask for something that yourself you cannot give. So if you're looking for something in a partner, ask yourself, am I able to also give this to my partner? Okay. Um, like I said, nobody's perfect. We all have flaws. We all have something to work on in the relationship. So no, just be a little realistic when it comes to your. I'm not saying settle for the bare minimum, but how realistic goals. That makes sense. Um, what else? Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Just you can be yourself and improve on yourself. Be the better you can be. Always look for a way to improve yourself. But just be yourself. You don't have to be like anybody or try to be like anybody else, but just be yourself. Your true self, and just look for a way to be the better you. Um I don't know but this one. It said, expand your social circles, engage in activities and communities aligned with your interests. This increase the chances of meeting like-minded individuals. That's true if you're looking for somebody. If you are looking for somebody, I guess, um, you won't be able to stay in the house and find a person where I guess, I know sometimes it can be hard, like just you have to put yourself out there. But I don't know. For me personally, I just think different. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not. Yeah, I guess maybe it's just me. But yeah, I have to look for things that you are looking for, and put yourself out there. I guess. You can, for example, if you go to church, you can go join a home group, what they call it, like a group. They have different group. They have single group, they have marriage group, they have um, younger group. So yeah, just joining groups that a group of people that have similar values or certain goals or what you're looking towards. Maybe you can join a group like that. You guys can be able to um, help each other grow, talk about things that is bothering you, things that you don't understand. How do you go about it? That you have a support system. So that's a word where I was trying to look for, support system. So um, for me personally, I don't believe in being friends with a lot of people. That's just me. Because I can read into people very easily. If I mean like you don't have true intention, I can by looking at you the first time, or I feel like we're gonna have power in the long run, or these are stuff that I'm seeing in you that might not work with me. I can see that. So sometimes it make it difficult being friends with a lot of people. So you just have to, be with friends with. It don't have to be a whole lot of people. Just somebody that you can go to, or the person can come to you, and you guys are true friends. Should I say that? Just find a true friend group. You don't have to be with a lot of people, but in a way you can help. You can have a support system. Um, I know these days some friends are not friends. People that you call your friend, they are not friends. They are either jealous of you, or sometimes they want the same thing that you have. But like I said, at the same thing, I'm all, if I'm friends with you, if I call you as a friend, I'm gonna be happy for you. When it's your time to shine, I'm gonna be happy for you because at the right time, it will be my time to shine when it's God time. Not because you're in a relationship, so I have to be jealous of you or just envy you, stuff like that. That's not a good friend group. So you just have to be around people who are there for the right reason, not just because you want friends. Be there, be with somebody who, a friend group who truly care about you personally. So, um, and also, even though we want a good friend group, also, who for the right support system, but you also have to be a good support system, right? If I want something from you, like if I'm having problem that I feel comfortable that I can share this with you, without you having to judge me for whatever I'm having. You can tell me the truth as a friend, give me good advice, be there for me when I need you. I'm also going to do the same thing. Not because I tell you my problem that it have to be all over the place, be like, oh, don't tell anybody, but this is what going on with her and that. Yeah, I don't like those kind of stuff. Like, so if I take you as a friend, um, I truly walk truly in that. If I say you're my friend, I'm gonna be there for you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If I see something that you're doing that is not right, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna be there for you if you need me, and we're just gonna help each other grow. Period. I'm not gonna be hitting on you just because you have certain things that I don't have. Like I said, when it's your time, you gotta be happy for your friend. When it's your time, when it's God time for you, you're gonna shine. So never be envious of your friends or jealous of your friends. That's not good. Um, and like okay, for those of you who are not in a relationship, who are also looking for um, ways to meet new people, right? Um, Depending on the type of person you are, I'll say if you, depending on the type of person you are and what the type of person you're looking for, you can go around the kind of environment and socialize. Like I said earlier, if you in a church, they have different groups in church that you go there and just that they are a good support system for you, and you will do the same thing for them as well. So it's the same thing in the real life. If you're out there, whatever you're looking for, you can't be saying, "Oh, I'm looking for a good girl" or something like that, but you go in the club. I'm not saying everybody that go in the club they are bad people, but me personally, I don't care about going to the club. You know, um, if I was looking for somebody very serious, I wouldn't go in the club to find that person. So yeah, so we just have to. Let me see. And don't be somewhere where you feel like you already know this is not going to work and you're just wasting your time there. Um, Assuming that it's going to get better. It's not going to get better. If you bought somebody for a year and they haven't changed anything about them, they are not probably going to change. Or the longer you stay with somebody and you see that nothing is changing about that person, as long you stay there, you just wasting your time because they ain't gonna change. They're just gonna keep stringing you along the way. So if you are in a dating stage now and you start to talk to people, know if this is the right person for me. You gotta look at the red flags. Ask yourself, will you see yourself in the long term with this person, or this person just has something about them you don't think it's gonna work out? Don't just sit there and assume that things gonna get better. It's not gonna get better. It's just gonna get worse. So just be mindful of that. Don't just settle for the bare minimum. Don't just sit somewhere for the status. Just because you want to have what your friends have, or what your family members have, or what they want you to have, don't just settle there. Be with somebody who you are compatible with, that at the end of the day, um you might be in a relationship, everything might be perfect now, but along the relationship things gonna get difficult. There's gonna be misunderstanding, so you want to be with somebody who is also willing to solve, who know how to solve issue when there's problems, without you guys just cussing each other out, and you're out there, something happened, and you're just going off at each other and just doing the most. Like, if we out, something happened that I didn't like, I'll wait until we get home, then we can talk about it. Instead of just being out there and cussing each other out and just going off on each other, then when we come back, then we think that we cool. No, be with somebody who is going to know the right place to solve issues, and someone that you can talk to without you feeling like you have to think twice about what you say. That you'll be comfortable with this person, but this is a person that you want to be with in the long term, so you should be able to say anything. Like, if you're having any issue or something like that, you should be free enough to have that discussion with your partner. um, that that's just how I feel. I might not always agree with what you have to say, but if I'm in a relationship, I want my partner to be free to talk to me about anything. Um, let's see. We have we have about 12 minutes, so let me look for something for to talk about. Oh, okay, I can do it. I've been talking for almost an hour now. Um, you always have to be willing to set boundaries. It's very concrete that we're setting boundaries from the start. Um, I don't care how you love the person, how you want to grow old with this person, always set boundaries. You have to set boundaries because you can't just let everything slide. So it's very important that we're having this discussion in the beginning stage about our boundaries. Um, that will save you a lot of headache if you're having this discussion from the beginning. So, what else? Anything? Any question? Any comment? And one thing too, when you start to talk to somebody from the beginning stage, if they are just doing all that talking, all that big talking, what they all about, I always say actions speak louder than words. If their words is not matching up to what they are saying, don't waste your time. It's just gonna be talk. So I always say actions speak louder than words. So um If you do all that talking, it should match to what you say. Or if you say you're gonna do this, don't just say it for the sake of it. Do it. Hello, welcome to the chat. Um, we let me see. We have 9 more minutes. Anything? Any question? You guys have question, comment? Don't have Hello, welcome to the chat. And I said, it's always good to be with somebody who is earnest, right? I'd rather you telling me the truth than you just being a lie. Some people just lie for the sake of it. I don't know why, but you can lie to me. I can reiterate to you, like, why are you lying about stuff that you got no business lying about? So you want to be with somebody who is earnest with you, who will tell you the truth. Um, because if you are dishonest with your partner, that can make the person to not trust you. And if your partner don't trust you in a relationship, what you know, nobody want you to be in trouble. But if something was to happen, if you lie about everything, do you think I'm going to be like, oh, my man can never do that? So be earnest. Always be willing to share your feelings and your thoughts concern lead to concerning leading to misunderstanding. Just be. I know in some culture you are not. They feel like by you being expressive mean that when you are expressive it mean that you are disrespectful. But no, I it's just how you say it. You can still get a point across without your partner feeling like they are being disrespected. You can still express it. It's just how you say it. Um, you don't want to be with somebody who will always disrespect you. They don't care about who's around, who's not around. Then when you come home, they be like, "Oh, I love you." No, what the heck is that? Like, no. You ain't gonna be making me look crazy out here. Then when we come home, you be like, "I love you." No. You should know how to control yourself. If you're upset, you ain't a kid. You should know how to express yourself without being disrespectful. So, and be with somebody who know how to solve conflict as well. Like I said, if you guys are having issues or misunderstanding while you're out, you wait until you get home before you start talking about it. Um, And while your partner is talking, you listen to them. When it's done, they listen while you get your point across. You can come home and just sit and talk. While everybody's calm, then you can have that conversation. But while everybody's upset, you want to have that discussion. It's not going to go well because whatever your partner is saying is just going to go out the door. You ain't going to hear anything because you guys are not listening. So, um, let's see. I don't want to be with anybody who is very negative. Everything about them is negative. You can never find them say anything positive. They always look for something negative to say. To me personally, that is very draining. It just frustrating. It just like I'll be having a good day. But if you with somebody who is so negative and knows find anything positive, it throw you off, you know. So yeah, we just have to be very mindful who you choose to be with, period, because everybody are not there for the right reason. So uh, never take each other for granted. Um, Appreciate each other, and you know, show appreciation to your partner as well. Like just a little stuff that it do show that you appreciate it. It make the person want to do more. But if they're doing the show it making effort or doing stuff and you don't show appreciation, they will just feel like you don't care. So, you know, we should just show a little appreciation for what our partner is doing for us or for the family and everything, you know. Um, I'm gonna take this time. We got 3 more minutes. Anybody have question, comment, or anything? And this time, I would like to say, if you have come this far in the video, thank you for hanging out with me. On here, I do go live every day between 3:30 to 6:30. Sometimes I do go live a little later, depending on my schedule. Excuse me. So you are welcome anytime to stop by, hang out. This is a safe environment. We are not here to judge each other. We're here to help build each other. We're here to be able to just help each other grow. So this is a safe environment. If you're having a bad day, just don't have somebody to talk to. Always stop by. I'm always open to just listening to you expressing yourself. If you just need somebody to hear you out, you are welcome here anytime. Just get it out of your system and just be able to, you know, talk about it. If I always here to give you the right ideas or the right advice, always take what's going to help you. I don't expect you to take everything I say, but take what's going to help you. As I give advice or give my opinion about stuff, I'm always going to try to be earnest. Um, so you guys are welcome to stop by anytime. So um, on a community page as well, I do post on there on a regular basis. So if you miss a live, you can go on there and just get a recap of what you missed. Or if you have topic that you truly care about, go over there, put it down. I'm always open to new topics, y'all. So um, it's always a good thing that we're here to, you know, just motivate and help each other grow. Learn from our mistake, help each other grow, and make better decisions. Be careful about the people that we choose to be with because um, you don't want to make mistake of getting the wrong person because you, if you do get the wrong person, sometimes it can just mess your whole life up. Some people don't know how to let go when the relationship have taken its course. So just be mindful when you choosing your partner. I know sometimes you might not know, but those are stuff that you really want to look at when you are choosing your partner. That you know when you know things are not just working. You two are able to let each other go your separate ways. So once again, thank you for coming to the live. I appreciate each and every one of you here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed evening. Bye. Stay blessed.